You want to know how to make diet and lifestyle changes that stick? I'm Jackie Kelm, and in this video, I'm going to share the most important thing you need to do that will dramatically speed up your results and the 5 steps you can take right now to make it happen. It's called the Appreciative Health Mindset, and it's a total game changer for health and wellness. So let's begin by looking at how we typically go about it. Let's say you want to make a diet change or you want to reverse some kind of a health condition. What's the first thing that you typically do? And the first thing I certainly did. If you're like most people, you go out there and you try to find the best program, the right diet, the right approach, the best expert, or whatever it is that you think is going to work best for you, right? Wrong. And here's why. You're paying too much attention to what you're putting into your body and not enough attention to what you're putting in your head. Success begins and ends up here. And I know because I had this backwards myself for a long time. I was eating all the right foods and supplements, doing all the right things and exercising and sleep, you name it. And yet I still ended up dealing with stroke, melanoma, a hole in my heart, autoimmune disease, serious GI issues, osteoporosis. There's even more if you can believe that. And I have since completely reversed or am in the process of reversing almost all of them. And I will share how I am doing that in later videos. But it was not until I really addressed my thinking that I was able to truly recover. Now, I'm not a doctor. This is not medical advice. This is just based on my opinion and helping myself and helping many other people as well to overcome a number of different health issues. And I have come to see, and there is research that also supports this, that thinking drives your feelings, which drives your nervous system, which drives physical, emotional, and cognitive health. So let's unpack this for a minute. So first of all, physically, when you're stressed out or you're feeling down, your brain tells your nervous system to prepare to fight or flee. So it reduces what it sees as all non-essential tasks. So this is things like it starts to absorb less nutrients from your food. It slows the removal of toxins, increases inflammation, and more. And all of this can make you feel tired, achy, foggy, and it can lead to acute or chronic disease if it continues for too long. And a lot of us know about that, the health impacts of stress. But emotionally, feeling stressed or feeling bad is not just about feeling bad. It affects your motivation to act. And you know this, when you're sad or overwhelmed, do you feel like starting that new diet, or do you just want to sit on the couch and eat ice cream or potato chips? We all know the answer to that one. And then finally, cognitively, this is about your thinking. Stress literally diverts your thinking from the brain cortex where higher order function happens. So this is things like doing your meal prep or planning down into the reptilian part of the brain, whose entire goal is to stop you from changing because it thinks this is going to keep you safe. So instead of being in the cortex, which makes you want to try that new diet or to meditate, the reptilian brain makes you want to escape into any number of addictions. It could be sugar or games or whatever your particular choice is for escaping. Or it can be fighting and fighting back by saying things like, oh, screw it, this is too hard, I can't do it, okay? And the thing is that a lot of us don't even know that we're stressed. This is the killer, literally, because it turns out you cannot see the subtle stressors. You acclimate to them. They become your new normal. Again, I know because this happened to me. I thought I was just fine, but it's the little things like being overly critical, not feeling good about yourself, maybe general concern about your health issues. You can't see it, but it leaves clues. And that's actually how you work with it. This is a big part of the mindset work. And it's critical to understand that a lot of times we don't even know how stressed we are. And now just to clarify, some stress is normal, it's actually important, but chronic stress, like most of us are experiencing in today's world, can ultimately lead to health issues. So the appreciative mindset is here to the rescue. So it's all about how to think so your nervous system works for you instead of against you in terms of your health. It's also the key to making any kind of diet or lifestyle change that you want and make it stick. So that's kind of a bonus here, right? Now there's 5 steps that I've identified here. The first one is appreciate every aspect of your body, your health, yourself. So to do this, you can list every good thing you can think of and then find some more. And the key is to feel really deep appreciation for your body right now, as it is, in whatever state of health or whatever weight you are in. You have to find the good in it and you have to feel it because your cells respond to that feeling, which is creating different neurochemicals by your nervous system. So the feeling piece, feeling good is really important. Number two, imagine what ideal health looks like for you and how this is going to create your ideal life. And the two need to be connected and totally inspiring. So it needs to be something that gets you really excited about when you think about it. Now, this can be hard when you have serious health issues, but I will tell you that I have worked with people with very, very serious situations, people with MS, people who were caring for someone with terminal cancer who ultimately died. And through this work, they were able to create a really inspiring image and create joy in the midst of these serious health conditions. So it is possible. And it is also very important for you to optimize your health and wellness as you move through any kind of health condition. Number three, align your thinking to what you want. You can only achieve what you believe. So the question is, what do you truly believe is possible for you and for the situation? Is cancer curable? Do you believe that healthy eating requires depriving yourself and sacrificing for the rest of your life? Or do you believe that it can become an even more enjoyable way to live, which is what I have discovered? But these kinds of beliefs will ultimately determine whether or not you are successful. Number four, act in small, inspired ways that align to what you want. So an example might be making one new healthy treat, or maybe doing a deep breathing exercise the next time that you feel yourself getting stressed. So it's not going to be going all in on a whole new diet or some big, huge practice. And sometimes that is necessary if you've got a serious health condition, but that's a different strategy. And in general, it's going to be slow and small that wins the race. But I want to also emphasize inspired. It needs to be something you want to do and not something you feel like you should do. And we talk a lot about wants and shoulds and how to convert those and work with your shoulds. And number five, finally, is integrate progress. This is a critical piece to sustaining the challenge and noticing and integrating the changes into your identity and your daily habits. This is what makes changes stick, and it makes them an easy, natural part of life that requires no extra effort. This is a piece that's often overlooked, and this is why many attempts to change fall short, and we end up falling off the wagon because we don't integrate the changes. We don't even recognize improvements, and you have to do that in order to make them stick. So that's my brief introduction to the appreciative health mindset. And then in the next several videos, I'm going to go deeper into each of the 5 steps and specifically things you can do right now to implement them to achieve your health goals. So if you're interested in that, be sure to hit the subscribe button below. Thanks for joining me. And in the meantime, think good to feel good. Bye for now.